Did you know that one of Britain's future queens was born into a family that resembled debtors more than wealthy aristocrats? This is the true story of Mary of Teck, a woman who, from a modest and even difficult childhood, rose to the very heart of the British royal family. Mary was born on May 26, 1867, at Kensington Palace in London. She was the daughter of Duke Francis of Teck, a German-born nobleman, and Princess Mary Adelaide, the granddaughter of King George III of Britain. Despite her royal lineage, her family was far from wealthy. Her parents' heavy debts meant that, unlike most royals, they lived a relatively modest life and even spent periods in Europe to save money. At home and among friends, she was affectionately called May after her birth month. This simple name later became an important part of her identity. From an early age, Mary was known for her dignity, seriousness, and sense of duty, qualities that would later shape her destiny. But perhaps the most striking part of this chapter of her life was her engagement to Prince Albert Victor, grandson of Queen Victoria. Mary was destined to become the wife of a future king and rise to the highest rank in the monarchy. But Albert's sudden death at a young age changed everything, and Mary's path took an unexpected turn. Stay tuned for part 2 to hear what happened next. If you enjoyed this historical story, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss the rest of Mary of Teck's life and many more fascinating stories from history. After the tragic death of Prince Albert Victor, fate carved a new path for Mary. Her heart was heavy with grief, yet destiny had not severed her bond with the royal family. Less than a year later, Albert's younger brother, Prince George, who would later become King George V, grew closer to Mary. Gradually, they fell in love. Their affection was simple and sincere, built not only on duty and position, but also on mutual respect and deep understanding. In George, Mary found a calm, dutiful, and reliable man. And in Mary, George discovered a steadfast, devoted, and irreplaceable partner. Their marriage took place on July 6, 1893. In a splendid ceremony that marked not only the union of two individuals, but also Mary's renewed connection to the future of the British crown. From that day forward, she was not only George's wife, but his loyal companion through every triumph and trial of life. As the years passed and George ascended to the throne, Mary herself became Queen of the United Kingdom. She quickly won the hearts of the people, regarded as a queen of dignity, tireless dedication, and quiet kindness. During the dark days of the First World War, she stood resolutely by her husband's side, visiting soldiers' families and embodying the image of a motherly queen with strength and courage. Mary's life was defined by duty, love, and selflessness, a journey that began in humble simplicity and rose to the highest pinnacle few could ever imagine: the crown of Britain's queen. With George V's accession to the throne in 1910, Mary officially became Queen of the United Kingdom. From the very beginning, she devoted herself to a greater duty, supporting the crown and serving the people. Her dignity, discipline, and precision quickly made her one of the main pillars of the royal family. Their reign was marked by great storms, the most significant of which was the First World War, a conflict that engulfed not only Europe, but the entire British Empire. In those difficult days, Mary was far more than a ceremonial queen. She was an active and inspiring presence. Mary visited hospitals, met with the families of soldiers, and encouraged them with her words. At times, she even carried out the simplest tasks herself, such as sewing clothes or helping to collect public donations for the front. She wanted the people to know that their queen understood their pain and shared in their sorrows. During this period, to ease political pressure and public criticism, Mary and George decided to change the name of the royal dynasty. From then on, the German-sounding Saxe-Coburg and Gotha was replaced with Windsor, a name that remains with the British royal family to this very day. This decision was a symbol of their wisdom and strength in the face of crisis. Alongside her husband, Queen Mary became not only a symbol of authority, but also of resilience. During and after the war, she played a vital role in preserving national unity. To many in Britain, she was regarded as a compassionate mother and a steadfast queen who never turned away from her responsibilities, even in the darkest of times. After the death of George V in 1936, Mary assumed the title of Queen Mother. Despite losing her husband, she continued to play a significant role in the royal family and in Britain's political life. She witnessed many major events, from the abdication of Edward VIII to the coronation of George VI, and eventually the beginning of her granddaughter Elizabeth II's reign. Mary's later years were marked by relative calm, yet they remained full of responsibility. With wisdom and dignity, she continued to support the royal family, engage in charitable work, and meet with the public. Until her final days, Mary remained a symbol of strength, courage, and devotion to duty. Ultimately, on March 24, 1953, Mary of Teck passed away at the age of 85, just a few weeks before her granddaughter, Elizabeth II, was crowned. Through her long and remarkable life, she left a legacy of loyalty, dedication, and love for her people and family. Thank you for staying with us until the end of this video. If you want to see historical stories in a short time and learn more, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Read history so that history does not repeat itself.